Beyonce shows up like this. Silver, platinum blonde hair. That's what silver does when you are already, what?
Light-skinned.
Because it seems like a lot of y'all are forgetting that Beyonce is and has always been
light-skinned.
That's not something that just happened. But of course, people saw this photo and instead of saying, oh, the platinum blonde hair, the silver outfit on light skin, winter time, although I think she lives in California, so I don't know, but Beyonce wants to be white / is bleaching her skin. Y'all love to accuse people of bleaching their skin. What it means to be biracial or mixed raced with X race and black. I'm also observing a lot of gatekeeping of blackness as a result of this reevaluating of the one drop rule. Black folks seem to be reevaluating, at least in the digital sphere, what it means to be black. Before, if you had one drop of black in you, you were just black. And this is the one drop rule, also known as the one black ancestor rule, also known as the traceable amount rule, also known as the hypodescent rule. This is basically a racial classification. And this is unique to Black Americans, and I would argue Canadians as well. Nowhere else in the world, as far as I'm aware of, has this sort of thinking when it comes to who is considered black. Tyla is from South Africa. They have a different relationship to blackness, to people being mixed, who's indigenous to the land, than Americans do. While indigenous South African groups would be considered black and descendants of British and Dutch colonists are white, a third group, colored, refers to South African citizens of mixed ethnicity, often descended from interracial couplings between native black Africans and white settlers. Tyla is Indian, Mauritian, and Zulu, so she is mixed race. For her, at least in South Africa, she would say she's colored. Depending on how mixed your background is, people don't always know how to classify you. And that's something to me that I will admit I'm envious of, because it's like, oh, you're able to not have the stereotypes and perceptions associated with X identity placed on you because people don't know what you're all mixed with. We know that somewhere in Beyonce's ancestry, there are some light folks. There has to be. You don't get that complexion if there aren't. That just doesn't make sense. I do believe that we can acknowledge that people are mixed, biracial, whatever, acknowledge the different parts of their identity and still treat them as people that you might have some things in common with because of some parts of their identity and not so much other things, just like anybody else. I get mixed people feeling damned if they do, damned if they don't, of like, if I say I'm black, y'all turn around and say, you're not black. Biracial isn't black. But then if I say I'm not black, I'm mixed, y'all get upset. Y'all did this with Megan. People are like, why is she acting like this? It is okay. It is okay to be frustrated and irritated